Good morning, it's another day, and what do you think? What do you think of the render colour? It's good, isn't it? We've had an issue with U values. As we've touched the external perimeter walls of the house, we need to make sure the U values conform to current regulations. Now, with that being said, as we're doing the render around the external perimeter, we'll use the insulation that's going to be put on these external walls to help achieve the U values internally. Now, the insulation we're using is a K5 Kingspan 70mm board, and that also allows a vapor control as well. Now, with that, we've got a few things to get done before we crack on. So the preparation key works are the aluminium starter rail kits, which will be installing around the perimeter of the face where we need the insulation, as well as then tacking down the insulation with a high adhesive foam and screwing it in so it's all nice and level in preparation for the render. So I think I've left my mic in the office, so hopefully you can hear me, but let me just show you what we've got right in the back of the messy van. These are the aluminium starter rails, which will be basically put along the perimeter of the lower front face and side faces. We've got these screws which will be put in to the rails to help keep them stable and level, and then we've got the fixed plugs which will be going on the insulation just to get that all tacked down and ready for the render. So as we've got a cavity on this end of the property, we don't need to be putting that 70mm insulation because the U values have been achieved. Right, so today I've got Alex from Chorley over to look at the front driveway and also the back, because we're going to be doing some landscaping to the rear. What we're going to be measuring up is the front driveway for resin and some ideas and plans on the carport. So he's just turned up, he's doing the measurements right now as well, and then we'll get his thoughts and ideas just shortly. Right, Alex?
Right, so we've got around 120 square metres of driveway.
Yep.
It's what I think we should do, right? So the entrance area, we know we're going to have a sliding gate in here.
Yep.
What we'll do is we're going to put in some new concrete path edgings across the front. Cool. That's going to separate the client's property and the council footpath. Yep. So that breaks it up. At the entrance here, we're going to put maybe 4 or 5 courses in depth of a brindle block pavia. Perfect. I'd say more, it'll be like a Brett Alpha, something a little bit rustic, not so contemporary. Yep. But that's up to the client, that's just my choice.
And is this the colour you're suggesting as well?
I would suggest this. Yeah. So with a property like, if we go over here,
yeah,
we know roof tiles we know we've got a natural sort of colour there. We're gonna have the second story rendered.
Yep.
First story is going to be the remaining brickwork. I would say in an area like this as well, yeah, a colour like this.
Oh, I think it's got the browns, it's got the lighter shades as well in there as well.
What's most importantly as well is that it's completely maintenance free in regards to the product and the colour itself.
Excellent.
The issue that people will have in a resin driveway that does need maintenance, if you go for, and I'm exaggerating, if you go for a white or a cream, yep, and your tyres are driving over the same area back and forth, you are going to get tyre marks, exactly, which can be washed out, but that's not maintenance free, right? So this is a colour, Harvest Gold, that we use quite a lot of. Perfect. That we know it's 0.0 maintenance on that. So then for the border, the block pavers that we're using at the front, 4 or 5 in depth, we will use the same block paver around the border. Where it meets hard landscaping only, we use a block paver. Where it meets soft landscaping, we will then use the same colour in a key curb.
Exactly, so you're thinking around the planter bedding around here.
Exactly.
Just to section off that area a bit better.
Wherever the driveway meets soft landscaping, soil, like a bedding area, etc., we don't want to have the soil spoiling over onto the driveway.
Right.
And it's a bit of a nice like definition,
Perfect.
if you like. So I would say a brindle key curb to meet soft landscaping, a brindle block paviour to meet hard landscaping, and the resin inside.
Excellent.
What
Alex, also, I think you did mention as well, we've got resin at
Yeah.
the front, all the way across the stretch, but you saying it looks maybe look a bit commercial, maybe look a bit boring,
I would
if we keep it all the same. So what are you suggesting with that end over there?
I'd say resin is lovely, but in a vast area, one solid unit,
Yep.
it can look very industrial.
Right, okay.
So I would think to break it up a bit,
Yep.
we're using the brindle block paviours at the entrance to form a rumble strip, 4 or 5 courses in depth. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. We're using the edging in the same colour as that, key curbs. The border of the carport,
Yep.
so the resin would end here, the
Right.
carport starts here, let's just say. I would use the carport in the same block paviours
Right.
as we used for the border and the rumble strip.
So essentially you're saying a nice sectioned area here, where the carport is, and then some block paving.
Yes, correct.
Area.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, correct. It splits it up.
Yeah.
It's not just one vast, huge area of one product, and and everything's all maintenance free.
Let's see what they say. If they say have resin everywhere, then we've got to do resin everywhere.
That's fine by me.
But it's a nice thought.
It's a nice thought, yeah.
Factor that in as
We'll
well.
see what we can do.
Lovely. You've measured up, haven't you?
All
so
done.
We're going to look at the landscaping plans as well. I'll probably send you a sketch across.
Yeah, cool.
And then what we can do from there is we can work out what the plans are for the back and the front,
Sounds good.
and go from there.
Thank you,
Lovely.
Graham. Thanks, mate.
Excellent.
Cheers. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Alex. Take care. Good morning. It's another day, and what do you think? What do you think of the render color? It's good, isn't it? We've gone for a nice olive green because we thought that would look very nice amongst the trees. I feel like this mic is stroking my beard. Right, that's a bit better. No, that's not the actual color. We're going for a white which has a hint of brown and red. It's a very slight hint, but it will mean that it will match up with the tiles that we've got, which are brown. Just because we don't want anything that is which has a tinge of blue, because it won't match the area and the building. Now, this is the undercoat. So we've got the profiles, the insulation, we've got the mesh and the undercoat on, and we're basically just working our way around the property, around the whole perimeter, and we're going through bags and bags of render. So let's crack on. Let's see how far we've got today, and yeah, soon we'll be putting the final coat on, which will look very smart. So, last bit that needs its undercoat now is this area, and this will have render all the way across. You can see his blocks there. There's a timber structure here, so we've got the Kingspan K5 to conform to U values. Extractor points out at the same levels. AC will be going over there. It's going to look really nice and neat. This is where the building will look more cohesive as well as we travel along.
Show you what it's all about. I can make all your edges smooth. I can make your visions come true.
Right, I'm standing outside the property, and it's not bright because of the sun. It's bright because we finally got the render done. Yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into it. Let's show you guys the work being finished off and the finished product.
I don't know what you play, you know waiting in line for. Telling me you're tired of all of the lies told.
So the render has been completed, so we're all good. That's all done. However, look what still needs to be done. The garden. The garden is still a tip. We need to work out when we're going to start that. However, the render is all complete. And doesn't it look good? Look at that. Lovely. As the render's done, the external works that are left now are basically just the front and the rear garden. And when it comes to that, there's a lot of work to do. So what I can do is I can give you a bit of an idea as to what we're going to be doing with that. So we definitely want we want resin on the front driveway. We're also going to be putting a carport in on the front driveway as well, which will house an EV charger. So that's the front done. The back is where it gets interesting. So initially we were thinking of having some slabbing. The client was thinking of having some slabbing, some grass, some planter bedding. However, plans have changed. What we're thinking of doing now is upgrading this garden, so it basically meets the standards of the property. So we're thinking of having resin potentially instead of slabs everywhere. Not only will that look seamless and great, it will also probably future-proof the place because you won't have any weeds coming out. And as it matches the front and the back, it'll look really good. It'll tie in together. There'll be a barbecue area potentially as well, so that's going to be nice. I'll overlay the general plan as well just now. And apart from that, the most interesting part is a walkway into the middle of the garden, which will have a pergola or a seating area in the middle. The grass that we're potentially going for as well is artificial grass. Now some might be thinking, oh god, that ain't gonna look good. Natural grass is natural grass. However, when it comes to upkeep, if the grass isn't kept well, it won't look great at all. So with the weather being on and off and us not having a great amount of light all the time in the rear garden and the possibility of it dying, we're potentially going to go with artificial grass in the back as well, which will all tie together really well. So external work's all done. Few things to finish off, like the down pipes and connecting those all up, and then it's on to the landscaping, the front and the back. With inside, you know what's going on inside, so yeah, let's take it from there.